Space signing in. We dread going to work every morning. The things that are meant to give us relief don't seem to be doing that anymore. We go to the cinema, we say the same things. We listen to music, it's the same thing. There's a monotony in the world. Especially now, the world is more and more becoming like a huge factory. The Industrial Revolution turned a few people into machines. Now the world, though it doesn't seem that way because all the factories are dying out, but we're all part of this huge engine, the nuts and bolts of a big motor. And we're feeling that more and more. The latest thing now is that everyone should become an entrepreneur. And it feels like independence. You feel like, hey, if I become an entrepreneur, I'll be free of my boss. I'll be free of my colleagues. I'll own my time. It's possible. However, something we see in the world is that we do things for a particular amount of time, and then it all becomes automatic. It becomes something you just do. Now, two things here. Why does this happen? And is there a way to avoid it? Is there a way to beat it? Now, naturally, the first, it happens because anything new requires more concentration. There's a learning curve, a new challenge. I'm moving up in a skill. I feel like I'm learning. And that gives us a hint about something. Learning is one of the things that keeps us alive. Once we're not learning anymore, there is a feeling of, I'm dying, I'm dead, there's nothing to it. And that could be your best answer when kids ask you, why do we need to learn this? What's the point of learning? If as an adult, you're feeling that, just remember, whenever you're not good at something, and then you start getting good at it, you feel that you're alive. Because what you are doing is you are using your capabilities. The more of your potentials that you use, the more alive that you'll feel. Now, can we beat the monotony of life? Can we beat that? Especially, when you're young. I mean, more and more now, even people are feeling this a lot younger than maybe the past generations, because things are so easily accessible that you can't help but feel that monotony. For example, when I was 20, and I wanted to hear a song, I wanted to own the song. It wasn't enough that I just get onto my computer, download it, and I don't even need to download anymore. Even that word is outdated now. You just stream it, and you can repeat it until you've had enough. Well, in the older days, you had to get dressed, catch the train. If you didn't have a car, I didn't. Catch the train, walk, see people along the way, listen to odd things along the way when you're on the train, when you're on the buses, when you're walking. It was a whole adventure. By the time you got to the music store, you spoke to the guy, the girl, whoever was working there. I remember the HMV, you just walk through the different aisles, the different music genres, and then you pick your song, there it is. Sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't, sometimes it's one copy left. There was a whole adventure just to get that one song. It is more likely now that we feel that monotony than the past, because the adventure is not there anymore for the simple things. Now, to get an adventure, even that, they've created industries for that. To have an adventure, you need to pay some money. Back then, these things were around, but not as much as now. Sometimes when I go down to the city these days, and I see the options for people. As long as you got that money, the option is there. Whereas back then, even if you had made some money, that option wasn't really there. You had to think about something that you wanted to do. Now that adds to monotony, because, okay, I've gone there, I've done it a few times, and then what? That's it. The brain is now used to it. It no longer provides the same spark. Even think about movies. Back then, we'd watch a movie over and over again because it wasn't that accessible. You know, you'd go to the movie store and you borrow the movies for a few days and then return them. In that 1 week, you felt like, wow, this is a big deal. Whereas now, streaming, you could be watching a movie halfway, don't like it. I don't want to watch this. Let's watch something else. That creates a boredom, and that boredom, the monotony is there. So how do we beat that with today's world? The world is pushing us more and more to introspection. That is the only escape out. The world is more focused on you now. In the past, it was focused on the other. Whereas now, anyone can have a go. Anyone can feel that, hey, I'm on that track. There's good to that, and the good to it is that now you are involved as a person. Now, don't think that it's gonna come easy. Just because you made a song, everyone's gonna listen to you. But at least you have the feeling that I'm a contender. But if anything, that feeling, that opportunity that we have in the world now means that the world is becoming more focused on you as an individual. The theme of the world allows you to be active, and it's pushing you to know yourself, because through doing things for yourself, for things aimed at yourself, the byproduct of that is you get to know yourself. And through getting to know yourself comes the second piece of this puzzle, which is everything that you do is aimed at you exploring yourself. That job that feels monotonous, the reason it becomes monotonous is you've switched off the learning and you've switched off getting to know yourself. Those are the two things. When you switch those off, life will become monotonous. If you remain observant, it'll keep giving you the freedom to do, the freedom to expand, the freedom to know why you're there. Everywhere you go, there's a skill. There is an adventure that you must have. When that adventure, when that skill comes to a limit, if you are aware, you will be able to pack your bags and move. So in a strong way, the monotony is a reflection of you having switched off that part of you. It's not a call for constant need of new experiences. It's not a call for that. Rather, it's a call for presence. When you think of life that way, it becomes more like a game. It becomes more like something to be enjoyed. And you move away from the idea that I'm just part of a factory working. So you've got to choose to switch on that part of you and to see life as a play, as a miracle. And here when I'm saying miracle, I don't mean it at all in the religious kind of way. Just as a miracle, like it's a wow. It's amazing to be alive. Yes, sure, some things feel harsh. But then again, what you got to do in those points, or those parts, is just remember, why am I here? What am I doing? I'm knowing myself. How do I know myself? These hard bits that I'm in teach me how I am in hard bits. It's like your character in a video game. In the hard levels, you get to see new powers, new strengths, new speeds, new abilities that he can do that in the easier levels, you didn't have to use those. The Glass Space, signing out.